Ready yet? Now.
Welcome to the first episode of Man Tips.
What is Man Tips, Craig?
Teaching little boys who are about to be fathers how to be a fucking man.
All right, that's good.
Speak of the devil.
Craig, how many eggs you want? 3?
All right, 3.
Of course, the woman's in the kitchen. All right.
Yep, cooking my breakfast. That's my bitch. I used to live here. Always had mice. They fucking smell because they get in the house. You want to know why they get in the house? Because the son of a bitch got holes going underneath this crawl space under the damn house.
All right, so Craig, how do you fix that?
You got to properly position the brick and seal it with insulation. You can get this at your local home store. It's called Great Stuff. It fills gaps and cracks.
What about grout? Why wouldn't you grout the brick?
Well, we could grout the brick, but we're on short notice, trying to help him out, trying to keep the mice out of his house. So this is a good solid.
So you're saying this is
fix.
an emergency fix?
This is an emergency fix, and appropriate fees will be charged for emergency fixes. So that's another tip on why you do things yourself.
Because there's an extra fee when it's an emergency.
Always. So first you got to open up the can. You know, some people struggle with that, but it's rather easy. You didn't even need any tools for that. Then you get down here. You can do it without taking the grating off, which is rather simple. These screws are kind of corroded here. We might bust a couple of them off. So I'd rather not mess with that.
Well, how are you going to get the brick then?
I'm going to use my handy flathead screwdriver, or you could use a small pry bar, which looks similar to a flathead screwdriver, but it's usually got a bent tip. So you grab the brick, use your finger. You should usually wear gloves, but in this case it'd be hard to get in here with gloves on.
Dexterity is important, right, Craig?
Yep, and safety as well. So you pull this brick back, grab it. Oh, look, there's something in there because it's been out. Yeah, clean that shit out. Then you get the brick, use your fingers, and properly position the brick.
Now, this was the brick that he claimed to have fixed in the last podcast.
Yes. Obviously, as you could tell at the beginning, we did not disturb the brick. It was the as-found condition, and he didn't fucking fix it.
All right, so Craig, what do you have in your hand?
This is great stuff. This stuff has been around for a long time. My father taught me how to be a man and use this. They make different kinds. They make one for windows and doors. You can use it inside. You can fill gaps and cracks. It's multi-purpose.
That's great.
And it's actually an insulating foam sealant.
All right.
Technical term.
All right, let's see the application.
So I'm going to move the brick slightly out so I can make sure I properly fill the gap. And you let it walk itself out. I'm going to move it. Get my screwdriver. Put it in place.
Now, I see that you're putting an abundance amount on there. You're very liberal with your great stuff. Is this the only thing you're liberal with?
I'm technically a conservative by trade. But the key to this is once it sets up, you can scrape it off.
Now, what about the brick? Could the mice still push the brick, or is this keep it in place?
This will hold it in place because with the brick, without anything, it just freely moves. With this, it will adhere to the brick, and it will require a larger force for the mice to push it in. So it will be harder to move.
Which means the small mice won't be able to get in, but potentially big mice might get in.
Yeah, we typically see the mice in, about that size, kind of smaller. And some of them, maybe an occasional rat, but when they come up, they're just going to try and tap it. It's not going to move, so, they're going to move along. Some of these other cracks.
Well, we'll get to those. But for now, Craig, thank you for showing Al how to perform manual labor. This has been TSP Episode 1 Man Tips, filling cracks and holes to prevent mice.
And last thing, you always get self-enjoyment out of it. Do it your fucking self. Don't be a little girl.